Good day, dear students. Good day, dear listeners. So let's begin our next lecture. Today, we are going to talk about folk dances and their translation. Looking at the screen, we can see very different approach to the term dance. Different colors, different movements, different clothing. So let's begin our lecture. Folk dance is an important part of culture. Traditional folk dance has its origin in various ethnic groups, including English, Russian, and Uzbek people. Many of these early dances were performed by classes. The upper classes watching the performances rather than joining in themselves. That means the richer people watched the performance while poor one just performed, acted as a performer. But up to date, not only the poor people dance, as well as the higher level classes prefer dancing. Costumes were beautifully designed with great details. Typically, clothing was based on specific events such as holidays, and that would vary between events. Just for example, Navruz holiday, our Uzbek women wear some kind of other clothes. When it's a wedding party, they prefer to choose another clothes, especially they dance during the wedding parties. You can see on the screen the part of the text that the Russian ballet was translated into English language. Especially it was transliterated ballet. When we speak about the translation of the dance names, we may come into some kind of difficulties, national cultural difficulties while translating. We'll talk about it further. As you know, Horovod, it is a Russian dance. Look at the screen and how it was rendered. Horovod, it was transliterated, and the letters were adopted to the English letters. So here you can see how the names of the dances can be given in English language. So we can use transliteration. Chestushka, it's really a Russian dance. In English, it was rendered as the way of transliteration. Chestushka. So here they used the same letters in English language. It is traditional folk poem, even they gave explanation. In brackets, they used transliteration as well as they gave explanation during translation. Next one is Kamarinskaya. You can see on the screen how it was rendered into English language. It was transliterated as well but here they added as a traditional Russian folk song and dance. They explained it. They added information about the song, the dance, Kamarinskaya in English language, in order to make just the readers easily understand. Chechotka. So it has got an equivalent in English language, tap dance. But here they used transliteration as well. Chechotka, top dance. So when we speak about the translation, if we have got equivalent, we can choose equivalent version. While if you give transliteration, in brackets you should give some definition. What is it? Is it a dance or song and so on? Now let's move to traditional Uzbek dances. Look at the picture. Look at their clothings. Colors are bright. Looking at them, you can have some kind of high mood. You can see the real culture of Uzbek people. There are two common types of Uzbek dance: traditional classical dance and folk dance. Look at the just clothing, atlas. It says much about Uzbek people's dance. Uzbek women's dance. It is unique in the world. There are three distinct Uzbek dance schools: Fergana, Bukhara, and Khwarezm. Each of these schools has its own unique features, authentics, and choreography. Unrepeatable beauty, unrepeatable design, unrepeatable just colors of Uzbek clothing gives much more effect to the dance, Uzbek dance. The other specialists say there are two categories of Uzbek dance: traditional, classical, and national dance. When traditional classic dance is an art who taught in dance schools and show it on the stage. And when we speak about folklore dance, national dance is a dance where people dance during events, just the wedding parties and so on. So traditional, that means is official. The special girls or just boys were taught, especially at schools, how to dance, how to to dance Uzbek dance. Chorism dance, Lazgi. How to translate the word Lazgi? They use the same letters but in English language, and it is transliteration, while giving or adding explanatory translation as well. Lazgi, which is similar to the famous Lezginka, they compare. Comparatively, they give translation, they give explanation. They compare Lezgi to Lezginka, and while reading, the reader will have some kind of idea what kind of dance it is. Next one, Bukhara dance. Kairaki. Especially when we speak about Kairaki, they use the following translation: metal plates similar to castanets. So castanets especially are folklore instrument of other culture, but comparatively they explain what is Kairaki. It is going to be comparative explanation while translating. Now let's move to the English dance. We choose especially the Russian text, how it was rendered, how was the dance names rendered. For example, you see the Kayli. This is кельтский праздник танцев, где все участники выстраивались в линию и выполняли определенный набор фигур под энергичную музыку. So here they gave explanatory translation to the dance Kayli. The contra dance. Contra dance was transliterated because we have no idea what kind of dance it is, but here they give explanation. So they gave the variants of contra dance ril or jiga, straspe, but here they gave explanation. From the context, the reader will understand that these are the dance types. The next one, Highland fling, Gorsky fling. Here, translators used half-kalka. Fling was transliterated, but Highland was translated. So here you can see how the words or just word or phrases can be rendered according to the context. Next one, the just dances of the Ireland, Keltsky Kayli. So Kayli was transliterated, but when we speak about Keltsky, so you can just we really translated the word, but the dance name was transliterated. In the context, the translator gives that is a dance. They use the word tantsov. Especially in the context, they give the main definition of the term. The next one is a step dance. Step dance, especially they translated or rendered with an explanation. Это сольный танец, где танцор делает сложные фигуры ногами, отстукивая ритм, при этом не двигая корпусом. It is going to be explanatory translation. It is very famous dance, and sometimes when we say step dance, they so simply transliterate it as well as they give explanatory translation. Next one, Morris. Especially Morris itself was transliterated, but here they gave explanation. Современный вариант танцев. Смесь валлийских и прочих танцев с элементами танца Morris. So here the explanatory translation gives much information to the reader. So on the next screen, we give the list of the dances that in English and Russian languages. Some of them were translated with the help of transliteration method. Some of them were transcribed. Some of them were translated with the help of kalka or half kalka and so on. Looking at the screen, you have to analyze which songs or which dances were translated with the way of transliteration, transcription, half-kalka, borrowing, and so on. So, you can see, you can analyze You can read and make conclusion for yourself how to translate dance names of the dance. While translating, you have to keep the national and cultural peculiarities of the culture the dance belongs to. For example, Iрландские танцы, Irish dance, it is kalka, because it was rendered word for word. If it is rendered word for word, if it's more than one word, it is called kalka. Some dances have got equivalent, there's no need for transliterating or transcribing. They have got their equivalent in English, Russian and Uzbek language. What about can? You see, it was transliterated. It is written in the letters of the target language. Классический танец, classical dance, it is kalka. It is the translators use the method of kalka. Conga, give attention. Латиноамериканский танец. They didn't transliterate. They didn't transcribe. So simply they gave explanatory translation. Латиноамериканский танец. When we speak about Lambada, Lambada was transliterated. La style, it is transcribed. La style. So different approaches were just used or are used while giving or rendering the translation of the dance names. Macarena. Look, what do you think? What kind of method was used? Mambo. Guess. What about slow dance? Медленный танец. You are right. That is kalka. That is kalka. Because the words were rendered word for word. Folk dance. Народный танец. What do you think? Which method? You are right. That was kalka. And so on and so on. We don't know sometimes what kind of dance it is. Before translating, first of all, you have to identify. First of all, you have to search from internet, from the dictionaries, explanatory dictionaries, encyclopedias, what kind of dance it is, to whom it belongs to. Identifying the nature or history or the features of the dance. Then you have to think about the translation ways. Not knowing what is it, not knowing what kind of dance, you have no right just to translate into the target language. First of all, you have to know to which country does it belong. And then, according to the culture or region, you have to choose the next step. Ice dancing, for example, танцы на льду. Of course, they translated word for word. They didn't transliterate, they didn't transcribe. What about twist? Twist. They used target language letter and gave the translation. Hip hop, house, flamenco, and so on. Sometimes they use adaptation. They adopt the letters. They change the letters. While transcribing, sometimes they change the letters into the target letters in order to make easy to pronounce the words. So cha-cha, we can see on the screen. Чечетка, tap dance, that is real equivalent. Чечетка, tap dance, it's a real equivalent translation. Шотландский танец, Scottish dance, of course you can guess it is method of kalka. What about cha-cha? You're right, that is transliteration. So that was all for today. If you have got any questions, I would be very happy to answer to them. Thank you for being with me. Thank you.